Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
In 2023. The other political parties want what we want, and that is to win and form the next government. If by any act of omission or commission we give in to the bitterness and pettiness, or fail to see the larger picture, or take any of the political parties for granted, we would constitute an obstacle to the victory of our party. As the faithful would like to say, that will not be our portion. So we must stand up and we must work hard. We must be united for this purpose. Our winning strategy must be anchored on a unity of purpose. I urge us to begin our march now towards sunrise. Is APC on the move? Yes. Is APC on the move? Yes. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and pleasure to unveil and welcome on board our Vice Presidential candidate, the distinguished Senator Kassim Shettima.
Senator Dr. Abdullahi Adamu, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Members of the National Working Committee of the party, our leaders, the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Governor Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, the chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum, Governor John Kayode Payemi, Governor Babagana Umara Zulum, Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, Governor Babajide Sanolu, Governor Mohammed Inua Yahya, Governor Abdullahi Sule, Governor Bello Matoli, Governor Aminu Bello Masari, and my brother Governor Dapo Abiodun. I wish to also acknowledge the exalted presence here of members of the National Assembly, former Governor Goswill Akpabio, former Governor Danju Magoje, former Governor Umoru Tanko Almakura, former Governor Balangilari, former Governor Alhaji Umar UTC, members of the Federal Executive Council present here, most notably the Minister of State for Agriculture, Alhaji Mustafa Baba Shahuri, former Deputy Governors present here, Nigeria's Ambassador to China, Ambassador Baba Ahmed Jidda, former ministers, current speakers, and members of state houses of assembly across the length and breadth of this country, our leaders, too numerous to mention, former party leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My first duty is to first of all acknowledge the position that His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari occupies in the remarkable history of our great party, the APC, as well as the role he has played in the history of our dear country, Nigeria. Secondly, I must also firmly underscore the remarkable political journey of our leader, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. His incredible vision and strength of character have helped us to the point where our party evolved to as the giant of the Nigerian political scene. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are lucky indeed to be standing on the shoulders of these two remarkable political titans. There is no weight I carry very carefully as much as the burden of trust and learning from public servants who never take the expectations of the public for granted. I am standing here today because of the benign testaments of those who believe in me, those who crawl so that some of us could walk, and those who walked for others to run. The successes of the All Progressives Congress in the past two presidential elections were not magic shows. They were rewards for our foresighted and pragmatic decisions to sacrifice our personal interests and sectional sentiments for the overriding prospects of our great party. We are here again on the cusp of history, and left with no option other than collaborating assiduously again to pursue the collective interests of APC stakeholders across ethnic, religious, and regional stations. Having led us through two successive elections and resisted the bid to impose a successor, President Muhammadu Buhari remains the man of the season, a leader who must be remembered for passing the torch to the choice of the party's majority, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. My emergence as the running mate of the inimitable Jagaban Borgo is based on the party's very forthright assessment of the threats ahead, and I am most honored by the consensus of the distinguished stakeholders of our party to trust me with representing the nation's interests under the leadership of the very saga the youth all over the country fondly refer to as City Boy, in honor of his former colleague. Our public-spirited progressive governors have also demonstrated why they are the backbone of the party. There can't be enough words to quantify their sacrifices. We acknowledge the fact that they are responsible for this spectacular structure that offers us a palpable electoral advantage over our opponents. Whatever supremacy we attribute to the APC is owed to the commitment of our progressive governors. Like most of us, they submitted to the supreme interests of the party to guarantee our success in the forthcoming elections. And the immensity of these sacrifices calibrates their wisdom and sensitivity to the myriad of opponents we are going to face in 2023. I am here today because of their wisdom, and I am therefore grateful for their perception of the task ahead as one that can only be executed through meticulous collaboration across board. Today, I must also testify to the cyclical nature of history. But like those before us, we must resist the temptation to throw a piece over an invitation to serve the people. We must always take the past as our finest teacher, one never to be taken for granted. This will be our guide steering into tomorrow. And I am not unaware of the difficult political arithmetic that produced this moment, especially the understanding of our great party stakeholders and supporters across religions, regions, and ethnicities. Their resolve to settle for this ticket is a testament to the faith they have in us. This ticket isn't an imposition. It is an outcome of democracy at its practical base, and based on the aggregation of the ideas and insights of our great party stakeholders. If this were an unpopular option, as the cast of partisan provocateurs have attempted to paint, there wouldn't have been the tons of goodwill messages, especially from distinguished Christians from all over the country. This ticket, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is a Nigerian project, not a sectional agenda that the frightened camps have been struggling to sensationalize. I'm sincerely proud of the rational citizens who view this as nothing but a pragmatic permutation to defeat our opponents at the polls, and based on acknowledgement and implementation of the candid perspectives of our Christian brothers and sisters in the APC, who, like us, are bound by the passion for us to retain power in order to deepen the delivery of unifying and transformative governance to Nigerians. About 30 years ago, Nigerians from both sides of the Niger came together to market the ideals of a ticket like ours. They overlooked the pedestrian attempts to politicize the religious affiliations of the presidential candidate and running mate, and yielded to the message of hope and the manifesto of prosperity promised them. The MKO Abiola and Babagana Kingibe ticket defied the stereotype of Nigerians as hopelessly sectional and incapable of prioritizing reason over sentiments. That ticket, even though it was opposed by the same agents that doubted its success, has remained the best moment of our various experiments with democracy so far. This reincarnation of the 30-year-old hope that produced the late MKO Abiola and Babagana Kingibe came at a time the country is being pushed to the edge of anarchy by conflict entrepreneurs in Gaudi Suits and Babangiga, with the overwhelming endorsement of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as the APC presidential primaries by aspirants from the very groups predicted to reject him, and his subsequent election by delegates from the same groups, is a clear message that Nigerians are beyond the stereotypes of those desperate to tear the people apart. The goodwill messages that have poured in since the announcement of my selection as running mate to the high-performing Jagaban Borgo easily underscore the depth of hope that our people are investing in the ticket. And I do not doubt that the amplitude of this love across the country, from Abia through to Zamfara, is an assurance that Nigerians are again prepared to choose the competence of their unifying representatives over any expression of primordial sentiments. We all witnessed the decisive loss dealt the bigotry dispensed by a hopeless minority ahead of the APC presidential primaries last June. The futility of their propaganda showed that Nigerians and the unthinking robots, some of us are quick to call them. Nigerians are rational beings with the capability to tell an invidious agenda apart from sincere concern for them. They are not the uncritical consumers of clickbait and falsehood, as some of us think they are. They see through the bigots, masquerading as patriots, and very importantly, they know those who represent their interests, even in the quietest and darkest of meeting rooms. I'm immensely grateful to our great party, the national chairman and the national working committee of the All Progressives Congress, and its perceptive stakeholders who consulted widely. immensely grateful to our great party, the leadership of the party, led by our national chairman, Senator Dr. Abdullahi Adamu, and its perceptive stakeholders who consulted widely in the painstaking bid to choose Asiwaju's running mate for the 2023 elections. I am grateful for this opportunity to be a part of this history, to deliver Nigeria to a future defined by fast evolving technologies that will propel us towards guaranteed national security, economic boom, youth engagement, mass employment, high quality education, and of course, uncompromising national cohesion. I want to assure our team and supporters that in the coming days, we'll be rolling out our plans for a greater Nigeria and pointing towards the bright future that we envisage, and away from the destination of those with nothing but mudslinging to market as the reason they deserve to be elected. Such hollow tragedies shouldn't be the ideals of a nation, yearning for an experienced and documented visionary like Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. We will work with commitment for all Nigerians, especially the youth, who represent the overwhelming majority of our population today. They represent our future, they represent our present. We give a firm assurance that no discrimination of any form will arise from this patriotic alliance for the deepening of Nigeria's democracy. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, especially to my Christian brothers, lend me your ears. Some 15 years ago, when I never dreamt of becoming a vice president of Nigeria, I went to buy some electronic gadgets at Emma Plaza here in Abuja. I met a young man, about 18 years of age, on the shopping floor. I asked him, "What are you doing here?" He said he's a salesman. I told him, "Young man, as a salesman with fast evolving technologies, you remain poor and progress painfully to the top of the rubbish heap as a pauper. Get me your GCE results." This young man brought me his GCE results. His GCE result was much better than mine, but the poverty trap could not allow him to continue with his education. I got him into Bayes University. He read software engineering. He has just finished his MSc degree. I'm sending him to the UK for his PhD. I got him married to a Jukun girl from Taraba State, the daughter of the current Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice of Taraba State. I never asked him where he hails from. I never sought to know the religion he professes. His name is Paul Ojuku. He is my adopted son. Honestly, I don't know which local government he hails from because it's not important. As far as I'm concerned, he's my son, he's my brother, he's a fellow compatriot. Another lady, another story Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, when I was a student at Government Community Secondary School, View, I had an English teacher. Her name is Mrs. Ibn. In my odyssey through life, I met his daughter. Her name is Kopchi Bata. She is from Hau local government area of Borno State. She is of the Christian faith. She lost both of her parents within a span of 4 years. I adopted her. I gave her out in marriage. I was the chairman of the occasion. Kopchi Bata is part of my family. And she's here for everyone to look at her. Your Excellencies, we need to lay to rest issues of religion, region, and ethnicity. I don't intend to be the vice president to represent members of the Islamic faith. No. The Sultan of Sokoto is capable of doing that. I do not seek to be the vice president to protect the interests of the Hausa Fulani Kanuri triangle. No. I believe in the Nigeria project. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu believes in the Nigeria project. And I swear in the name of God that I never supported the Asiwaju project to be his running mate. I supported the Asiwaju project because of moral compunction. We need to build a new nation. The trajectory of global growth is facing Africa, and Nigeria will make or mar that transition. As I've always said, the hope for the black man rests with the Igbo people of the Southeast, who were described by Ali Mazrui as the Nigerian Jews, geographically mobile, economically enterprising, and educationally ambitious. The hope for the black man rests the Yoruba people of the Southwest, who are the most enterprising, the richest, and the most educated of the black races. The hope for the black man rests with the Hausas of the North. Take it or leave it, they are the most hardworking of all the northern ethnic groups, the most ubiquitous. Wherever you go and you don't find a Hausa man, then that place is not a developed place. The hope for the Nigerian nation rests on the ethnic minorities who glue this country together. Right now, there is a contest for the prime ministership of Britain. Nobody is talking that one of the contestants, Kemi Bademok, is of Nigerian descent. Nobody is questioning the fact that the front runner, Rishi Sunak, is a Hindu of Indian origin that migrated, not even from India, from Gujarati, no. His parents migrated from Africa to Britain. Nobody is talking about the gender of Liz Truss, the current foreign minister, no Openi Mondwan. They were debating on policies, on issues, not on personalities. We have to move beyond malicious concoctions, dubious aspersions. Yeah, I want to pay tribute. I want to pay tribute to 30 bishops of the Christian faith who are here to solidarize with us. I want to thank them. I want to thank you for your leadership. I want to thank you for your generosity of spirit. Here we have Osita Okechukwu. We have Ntupam Ikiaesa. We have His Excellency Balangilari. We have His Excellency Comrade Honorable Dr. Adams Aliu Oshomole, a Catholic. Finally, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Rome was not destroyed by outside invaders, but by the complacency of the Romans. In the months and weeks ahead, we have to get ready. Get into the trenches. Go to the nooks and crannies of this country. Sing the song of unity and progress. Sing the song of unity, peace, and stability. Let us cruise home to victory. Let us unite this nation. Let us make this country the pride of the black man. I want to thank you for your time, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless
APC. APC. Nigeria. APC. What? The veil has been removed. We have unveiled, and we are successful. Your Excellency, the national chairman of our party, the gentleman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, to all members of the great various state executive, the governors who are here present. My friend, my partner, the next Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our chairman as Progressive Governors Forum, Atiku Bagudu. Members of the APC National Working Committee, the chairman of Nigerian Governors Forum, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, to recognize as a city boy who who has gone to the village to fetch an elephant. Well, it is done. And we've heard from the partner who paddled the canoe of this country and anchored successfully with economic progress, prosperity for all, education for all, broken shackle of poverty, break the shackle of ignorance, break the shackle of complaints, divisions, lack of understanding of what this country represents. Why must, first of all, further thank President Muhammadu Buhari and the entire APC that got the mandate for me to become the presidential flag bearer of our great party. It is not under consideration. This is a great honor for me, my family, and the step of a great unity in this country of ours, the most populous country in Africa with great potential. I am grateful. And I've searched, consulted. I am grateful for your endorsement of Kassim Shettima to be my running mate. One, every election brings with the promise of renewed hope. This one shall be no different for our party and for our nation. We hold the chance to move the nation and our collective cause forward as never before. To do this, we must be wise in our thoughts and courageous in our actions. We must win this election so that we can bring jobs, eliminate poverty, educate our children, bring up our grandchildren without thinking of religious division nor ethnic differences. We are one. Our passport is one. Greenback is one. One nation, one destiny. We are a happy country. I thank all the members of the APC and supporters for the outpouring of support since the result of my nomination. Much has been said, written about my decision to select Shettima to partner me on this journey. As a committed and progressive leader, I've read and listened to all that has been written and said. It has been an emotional situation for me. Out of many competent Nigerians and out of many advice, I know it has to be my decision. And the hallmark of leadership is taking a decision at the right time when it ought to be taken. I did, consulted, and I am proud to see all of you here. All of you here acknowledging the quality of our Vice President, Kassim Shettima. Yet, I remain steadfast in my belief and selection of this man. I believe and I am committed with him to the project Nigeria. With all the strength and stress that might come with it, will we change this country for better? All my life, my decisions regarding the team and around me and those I work with is guided by the principle of competence, innovation, compassion, integrity, fairness, and adherence to excellence. In politics, those principles are sacrosanct. They are not negotiable.
Yes, sir.
Without them, there can be no victory, there can be no joy. Don't worry, I'm from Lagos. I'm a city boy. This chapter in the history of our country is a great chapter. We've heard so much about Nigerian potential. We are now at the destination when that potential will return to reality. Prosperity for you. Prosperity for your children. Hope is here. The peer of hand and the knowledge that we have acquired, the experience as us Nigerians, the pride in us, the can-do attitude, the boldness to confront all challenges. Who are they? We are one. If we are one, we can conquer all adversities. Once we are one, we can bring Nigeria to the clay and a high heel of Africa. We are competent, we are capable, we are able. For me, I am just determined with this man to help, to consult, to deliberate, to build a country that will be so prosperous and make a new history in Africa. I have today the privilege of unveiling. We've enjoyed that. With your endorsement, we can hit the ground running. Don't be afraid. The other party that is our rival, APC, developing poverty. Poverty development. It's not on our path. We will stand in storm. We will face the challenge. Nigeria, hear me loud and clear. The hope is here. The assurance is here. The security is here. The capacity is here. The boldness is here. You are the great people that we join us to do the job. To use our diversity for prosperity and not an instrument of division. You are great people. We are great people. We can turn this nation around from destitution. They will do it. All of you, please help me thank the party leadership for today and the cooperation in the future. They believe in us, the encouragement of all. To our mothers, we thank them. They are always the last to leave in the polling booth. They are always the first to be at the polling booth. They will multitask. They will carry the babies, fill the babies, hold the conversation, and still hold their ballot paper and vote. Thank them. Thank them anytime, anywhere you see them. To me, to our great party, the unity of purpose, the togetherness for success is what we believe in and is what we do, and the promise of a better tomorrow will never win us. Thank you very much for listening to me.